The NFL has been getting ripped extra hard this season because of their officiating, and I get it, right? That Monday night game, the Lions got screwed. And I understand yelling at the refs, right? I complain about refs all the time, but what really bothers me is when the people that are complaining about the refs don't actually know the rules, right? Just this last week in the Vikings game, Anthony Barr got called for a roughing the passer penalty on Matt Stafford, and I saw people on Twitter complaining about it. And yes, he wasn't late, but he hit him in the head. And that's the rules. In the NFL, if you hit a quarterback in the head, it's gonna be a penalty every single time. So don't complain about that call, because you know what? There's enough bad calls to actually complain about. When you complain about those calls, then you just end up looking stupid. You make the refs mad, they make it worse, right? So last year, my wife and I were in Oklahoma City, went to the Timberwolves game there against the Thunder, and the fans there are awesome and excited, and they really get into the game and they cheer really loud. They're very passionate fans, but I don't think they're very smart, right? No offense if you got Oklahoma City fans watching this, but in that arena, the fans would boo every little call. They just didn't understand the rules of the game, so every time a call didn't go their way, they complained and they booed. Andrew Wiggins tried to dunk on a guy, the guy got hurt, and the rest of the game, the fans booed Wiggins. They were mad at Wiggins like he did something wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. He went up for a dunk. The guy tried to block it and got hurt. Like, that's just how basketball works, right? They just weren't smart fans. It's really important for fans when you're watching a game to understand the rules so that you're not complaining, so you're not booing at the wrong stuff, so you're not just generally annoying the people that are near you who actually know what they're talking about and want to enjoy the game. But it's really important if you're actually playing the sport, right, to know the rules. If you don't know the rules, there's no way you're gonna win a game, right? If you don't understand in basketball that you can dribble and you can't just walk around without dribbling, you're not gonna win, right? You're gonna call for travel every single time, or you're just gonna stand there, look like an idiot, and not get anything accomplished. In football, if you're an offensive lineman and you think you can grab somebody and swing them around by the jersey, then you're gonna get called for holding every single time, and you're not gonna be very good at the game. You're not gonna be very successful. A lot of us complain about life. Some of us more than others, but we complain about where we are in life and what we've accomplished in life or haven't accomplished, or how life sucks and how life's not fair. And you know what? Life can be difficult, but it's a lot easier when you know the rules. And a lot of us complaining about life don't actually know the rules. And the rules are found in the rule book, the Bible, that God gave us, right? So the Bible is a lot more than just a list of do's and don'ts, right? If somebody told you that the Bible, Christianity, is about do's and don'ts, they're wrong, right? We'll go into that another time. But it's not just do's and don'ts, but there are do's and don'ts in the Bible. There are things that God tells us to do because it's gonna benefit us, and things not to do because it's gonna harm us, right? God's not creating these rules. He doesn't wanna stop you from sinning because he's trying to ruin your good time. He knows the end result of what you're doing. He understands rules like the wages of sin is death, right? That's a Bible verse. That's in the Bible. That's the way the world works. So if you're continually doing these sins, the end result is death. That's just what's gonna happen. It's not God trying to punish you. It's not the world out to get you. It's not all these things. You don't know the rules, or at least you're not following them. That's a whole nother discussion for another time. It's one thing to know the rules. It's a second thing to follow the rules, right? But let's just address the first one in this video right here. Another rule in the Bible that's a law of the universe is the law of sowing and reaping, right? The Bible says you reap what you sow. If you lie and cheat and steal to get ahead, I guarantee you that same stuff is gonna happen to you. You reap what you sow. It's a law of the universe that's been set up since God created this whole thing. That's why God tells you to give, and it shall be given unto you, right? We're not just talking about money, but we are talking about money too. If you are a generous person, I promise you, God is gonna make sure that you get taken care of. If you give a lot, you will get a lot. That's just the way it works, right? That's just the way that the universe is set up for me. You can get mad at prosperity preachers all you want, but the truth is, if you give, it will be given unto you. God is not out to ruin your good time. He wants what's best for you, and he understands that if you do certain things or don't do certain things, you're gonna get certain results. Those are the rules. He's trying to teach you the rules. He's trying to tell you these things so you know the rules. If you don't know the rules, there's no way you can have success. You cannot win if you don't know the rules. Any sport across the board doesn't matter. You cannot win if you don't know the rules. So before you complain about how life sucks and it's not fair, try taking some time and learn the rules. Maybe even read the book.